What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Arsenal January transfer window news show here on the Gooner channel, where I'm going to be taking a good look at all the stories relating to our beloved Arsenal and possible transfers, both in and out, and some good ones today. I'm going to start off with a glimmer of hope. Don't we all deserve at least some hope in what is a really bloody gloomy time of year at the moment in England? Rain, cold, flooding. Everything is miserable, and so far there's been precious little in the January transfer window to change that. But the glimmer of hope, following on from yesterday's thorough disappointment that Fabrizio Romano had issued the famous "Here we go" on Marcus Leonardo to Benfica, of all teams he could have picked from. But it seems that that's still here we going. And today there's been more news around the fact that Arsenal are very seriously interested in Marcus Leonardo, or at least were. It might still be true to say that he's going to Benfica, but it hasn't got to the point yet. Still here we go. It's not shirt holding up time. So, glimmer of hope. Maybe we could gazump that. I do find it bizarre that the amount being speculated, the amount according to Fabrizio Romano is only 18 million. Surely we've got that. Well, let's have a whip round if we don't. I'm holding on to that glimmer of hope. But there are some other really positive stories around Arsenal. There has been a shift, or there is a perceptible shift towards discussing defenders. Thankfully, we'll move away from discussing strikers that Arsenal are interested in. We've had endless speculation about Ivan Toney. We've been linked with Victor Osimhen, Kylian Mbappe, Lautaro Martinez, Guirassy. I mean, you name it, right? And not to mention Marcus Leonardo. Every striker going, anyone scoring goals in Europe has been linked with us. And everyone's been falling over themselves to say that, to all join in the chorus of saying Arsenal need a striker if they're going to mount a serious title challenge. One of the more promising stories linking us with a defender comes from the Telegraph today, who are talking about 17-year-old Ajax superstar. Captained the side in his first full season, won a Dutch national cap as well. His star couldn't be burning any brighter at the moment, is Jorrel Hato. He plays on the left. He's played at left back and left centre back. He's played every minute of Ajax this season. It's been a really bad season for Ajax, but he's been one of the bright sparks. In the Telegraph article, they talk about Hato having suggested that he would jump at the chance to follow Timber in making a dream move to the Premier League. They quizzed him about his former teammate Timber, and Hato is quoted by the Telegraph as saying, unfortunately, he was seriously injured in his first Premier League game for Arsenal, but he is still young and has a bright future ahead of him. In any case, the move to Arsenal was a wonderful one for him. It is also my dream one day to make such a transfer, but I realise that I still have a very long way to go. Maybe not too soon. Maybe not too soon. Maybe this is the perfect time. I do know that we have players like Rule Walters who can't seem to get a game because they're too young and they're older. Maybe it's just true that this is a kind of wonder kid that is better than anything we've got in our academy. I don't know. I like this story a lot because I think that he's one that could give us a bit of enthusiasm for the future, and we are short in that exact area, and I don't think it would hurt. I think he'd be an upgrade on Kivior. So if there's any chance that can be done in January, I say bring it on. However, bit of cold water on this. Even the Telegraph are talking about this as a summer transfer rather than an immediate one, and that kind of makes sense as well. So the other really interesting transfer rumours today are around Usman Dembele. Now, this is a player we've been interested in for some time. Sporting centre-back, has a release clause of 80 million euros, which seems a little bit punchy. But Portuguese publication O Jogo have led with Arsenal are about to make contact with his representatives and are going to scout him at AFCON. Again, if we're only scouting him in the African Cup of Nations, then does it look like we're going to be signing him? Well, no, I don't think this is going to happen now, but it is an interesting transfer rumour because it won't go away. I think just like with Hato, this is going to be a summer transfer, but he's certainly a very good player. We saw that when we played Sporting. Who knows? So with the talk having turned to defenders, is that the right thing? You will have your own opinions on where we need to strengthen. But I'm personally really pleased that we've started to be linked with defenders because I think that is the area we need to strengthen. Let me know in the comments if you disagree. Let me know if you know of any players that we should be linked with because we haven't been linked with many so far, but I think it's going to start to happen. Anyway, till I see you tomorrow, be lucky and lots of love.